and spirituality. On this show, I like to transfer energy on a spiritual level. Auras, frequencies, wavelengths, and fundamentally, through the chakras. Each and every single living organism has a chakra system in which spiritual energy travels around it each and every day. I'm Indigo, a walking, breathing, living representation of the third eye in the flesh, all right? And here on this new season of Chakras, the spirit of Indigo, I plan to embark on many topics that are going to allow you to experience enlightenment and ascension on a whole new level. Welcome to the new season of Chakras, the spirit of Indigo, where we allow you to experience enlightenment and ascension on a whole new level, all right? I am Indigo, and today we're going to be discussing indigo, the origins, the color, and also what it means in the chakra system, all right? Now, what are the origins of indigo? From my own research, I have found that it goes back from Eastern India, the Egyptian culture, and not to mention the Mayan culture as well. And they primarily used it for trade, all right? But now we also cultivate it into our culture with the dye and making blue jeans, all right? So whenever you see blue jeans, that color is accredited to indigo and not blue, all right? Now, the blue jeans. This color was introduced in 1878 by a German physicist, all right, who introduced that color because he was mixing together 1/3 red and 2/3 blue, and that's how we get the color indigo, all right? Now, the crop itself grows primarily in South Carolina here in the United States, and like I was saying earlier, it's accredited to the color in blue jeans. So whenever you think about blue jeans, think about the color indigo, which refers back to the mind space. It's a deeper color blue, all right? Speaking of that, let's go into the coloring. The coloring of indigo falls into the chromatic scale from blue and violet, and it's right in the middle, all right? So if we have Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo would be the next color, and then we have violet, all right? So most people like to say it's a darker blue. Some people like to attribute it to a more of a darker purple. It's all about perspectives, all right? Because our perspectives are subjective, all right? So with that being said, in the rainbow, Roy G. Biv indigo is my favorite color, and it's also what I like to be identified with, all right? Now, what else about this color? I said earlier that you can mix it with 1/3 color of red and 2/3 color of blue, all right? Now, that's how you get the color indigo. On a side note, there are 3 main colors that cannot be mixed together, that cannot be accounted for when you mix together colors. And those colors are going to be red, yellow, and blue. Those are what they call primary hues, all right? Let's dive deeper into the chakra color of indigo. Now, as we all know, because I teach chakras and you all watch my show, and I appreciate you, indigo is going to be the third eye chakra is going to be the 6th chakra in the chakra system from root, sacral, navel, heart, throat, and now we have the third eye. Now, why is this color indigo correlating with this chakra? Because it has to do, the color itself, with the mind space and the deep mind space, might I add, all right? Before evolution and before our downward spiral fall in evolution and consciousness, the pineal gland, the anatomy term for the third eye, was the size of a ping pong ball, but now it is the size of a snow pea, all right? And why is this? Because we feel in consciousness. Can we get back to the same size? Yes. How do we do this, you ask? Stay tuned after this commercial break. That way, when you come back, we get the weekly spiritual insight. Hello, content creators. I'm Indigo. I like going by Indigo, and all my friends call me that because of the third eye chakra. Intuition, creativity, and imagination. My born name is Spencer Williams. I'm native of Roanoke, Alabama. I reside now in Omaha, Nebraska. Really appreciate the culture up here. My degree is in business administration. Shout out Huntington College, Division III school down in Montgomery, Alabama. I'm glad I joined Solo Creator Pro. I appreciate Carl Phillips. Thank you so much, Quincy Harris as well, for creating a platform for all of us content creators to express ourselves on a videography level. I love it. Photography, I'm also endowed with a clothing brand as well. So Indigo Kid, I create hoodies, t-shirts. I'm about to get into making kids clothing as well. But Indigo Kid, the rainbow is the representation of the original symbol, represents the 7 colors as well. In the beginning, there was darkness. That's the color black. Out of that color comes all of these 7 colors that we see, that these 2 eyes see in the world today. And once you combine all of those colors, you get the color white, which is the 8th color exactly if you really want to, 9th color if you want to go into it technically. So those are the 9 colors. I'm a spiritual person. I do everything on a spiritual level. The term indigo to me, and what I have broken it down to, is a noun. Spiritual beings that possess special, unusual, and sometimes supernatural traits and abilities, which indicate a master soul who serves as a teacher or a healer. That's you. We're all teachers and healers of some sort. We all need to start identifying with the periodic table as well. We are all parts or elements of the periodic table as well. But I offer that and a lot more on my website. You can check it out at www.indigokid87.com, where I have a clothing brand, Indigo Kid, conscious streetwear for the enlightened. The videography, Indigo Images. I love doing all kinds of photography. I've been doing my own show called Chakras, The Road to Indigo. That's season 1, just wrapped up. You can catch it on my YouTube channel. Type in Spencer Williams /Chakras. A lot more music videos and promotional videos and commercials on that channel as well. I joined Solo Creator Pro because I need to learn how to finish. I've done some finished products, but I don't think I've finished the process, if that makes sense. I think a couple of good color grading teachings here and a little bit more education on LUTs and things of that nature taught in this program could teach me a lot more about videography without even having to go to school if I need to. So I really appreciate this program. Like I said, once again, my name is Spencer Williams. That's the government name, but my spirit resides with Indigo, all right, the third eye chakra. If you don't know what chakras are, I teach them on my YouTube channel. Hit me up, Spencer Williams /Chakras, all right? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell button notification as well, all right? I really appreciate the day 1 challenge. I'm really good at introductions. Let's see if we can finish, all right? 21 days shouldn't be that hard. Thank you for all the content creators for listening as well. I'm gonna see y'all in the future. Intuition, creativity, and imagination, all right? Welcome back to Chakras, the spirit of indigo, where I am indigo, and today we are expressing the topic of indigo, all right? And this segment right here is going to be called the Weekly Spiritual Insight, all right? And the Weekly Spiritual Insight this week is going to be channeling your third eye, all right? And I'm going to give you a couple of techniques where you can do it yourself, when we put it into practical form for you. I love doing that because practicality gives it a little bit more of a personal feeling for you, all right? So the first thing you can do is go out there and remember dreams. Think about it. It's very hard to do sometimes. When we wake up from that great dream, we can never really recollect what is happening, all right? So I challenge you to write down your dreams so you can go out there and recollect them. That's going to give you more space in your mind space, all right? Number 2, meditation. I advocate meditation on all levels. You can meditate at any time of the day, but make sure you're breathing and make sure you're focusing on the third eye chakra, all right? How do you do this? You close your eyes, you look inward and upward, all right? I've been doing this practice for a couple of years now, and it actually works. It really does, all right? So there are some sutras and mantras that you can say as well that help strengthening the third eye chakra, all right, to help you with the meditation portion of that. Now, the third thing I want to tell you to do is, of course, that's always something that you can put into our body. We always have to eat. So what's going to help us strengthen the third eye chakra, all right? That's going to be omega-3s. You can find omega-3s in many various forms. They have it in the pill form. I advocate it in fish, which is out there in the natural world. So that's how you can definitely go out there and strengthen those pineal glands through the techniques to make it practical for you, all right? So that was the weekly spiritual insight. Stay tuned. We got another commercial break coming up, and when we come back, we have the message of the day. How's everyone doing? I'm Indigo. Welcome to day 2. We're back, and Carl's talking about space. I feel him on that. My first video was inside in my studio, Indigo Studios, that is. I figured I'd come outside for the second one. How you like Nebraska? I'm live here at Omaha, Nebraska, to be specific. I moved up here for a friend. He's already gone away. I figured I would bring that up because family. That's a good thing to talk about when you refer to space and personal space, distant space. I don't have any family here in Nebraska, but I do have new friends who have become my family. These neighbors over here, definitely got deep love for them as well. I come from a big family myself, 9 siblings, all right? Out of all 10 of us, I am number 9 on the list. I have a younger sister. Shout out to Portia. I always shout her out, my younger sister. Dad told me to take care of her. I don't have my father in my life anymore, so I'm out here doing it without the father. But I do have a brilliant mother, all right? 2 grandmothers as well. A slew of aunties and uncles. But yeah, that's me. I'm Indigo. You can definitely go look me up on the website as well. Again, www.indigokid87.com. The YouTube channel is going to be Spencer Williams /Chakras. That's where you can see all of my content when it comes down to commercials, music videos. I do promotional videos as well. All right, stay tuned. Chakras, the spirit of Indigo, season 2 coming soon. All right. Thank you, content creators, for watching me. I gotta finish shoveling up my sidewalk. Y'all have a blessed afternoon. All right. Thank you. Namaste. Welcome back to Chakras, the spirit of Indigo. I am Indigo, and we're about to get ready to wrap it up. But before we do, guess what? It's time for the message of the day, all right? And the message of the day is ownership. I love ownership. I'm obsessed with it. I have my own business as well, Indigo Management, LLC. That's where you can hit me up for any kind of needs that you have to practice group economics, all right? So let's go back to ownership. How do we get there? I have created 4 principles, and the first one is going to be paperwork. Once you go out there and put this intellectual property that we all possess, all right, it's called content. Put it on paper. That way you can begin to monetize it, whether it be in LLC, a series LLC. People love getting corporations these days, partnerships. However you feel that you need to go down that route, make sure you put it on paper, begin to monetize it, begin to go on to step number 2, which is going to be investments. We have to invest in ourselves as well. No one's going to give it to us. A lot of us here in this 20th century working world have 2 jobs, a 9-to-5 and a side hustle. Let's go out there and put some of that money right back into the LLC, the partnership, or whatever paperwork we just got, so we can begin to see profits, all right? We cannot say enough about those profits and those revenues, all right? That's going to lead us to step number 3, which is going to be group economics. If you go out there and practice group economics with people who are around you, videographers here, we have CEOs and business people here, engineers over here. These are the people that we need to be around so we can begin to flourish and thrive ourselves, all right? You can't do it by yourself, and practicing group economics is the best way to go out there and get your business content out to the world, all right? So start networking with people to the highest level. The 4th step to ownership is going to be time management. I love this step. I'm practicing this one right now a lot more than ever. We have to begin to schedule our time, all right, and budget our money. When it comes to scheduling, we need to make daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, and yearly goals, all right? It seems like a lot, but only when we accomplish the small goals do we realize and believe in ourselves to accomplish the big goals, all right? So make sure you go out there and schedule your time properly. That way you're not running around flustered all the time, okay? That second part, budgeting, very key, all right? We have to begin to know where our money is going. I heard some person say last week, and it really stuck with me, you work for your money. Why not have your money work for you, all right? Think of your money as like seeds. And then when you start to do that, every time you disperse money, you know something's gonna come back from it, all right? Once we get these concepts into our mind, begin to shift our mind to the entrepreneurship and business mind world, only then can ownership be real to us, all right? Those are the 4 principles: paperwork, investment, group economics, time management. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I am Indigo, a walk and breathe and living representation of the third eye. Before we get out of here, we did go over the topic, not to mention the weekly spiritual insight and the message of the day. Can't wait to see y'all again next week. Go out there and practice intuition, creativity, and imagination. Namaste.